How's it going, folks? Welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic on the Sith Warrior. I'm just been sort of wandering around here. There's so many things with quests on them. I'm afraid to touch any of them. But anyway, so we got Old Wounds, which is continuing from before the previous episode. But I got small victories pop up. So this says, thanks to your tireless efforts, Kur Haringia, his clan, and many of Hedakol's followers have been dealt a crushing blow on Runok. But there is still much work to be done. Answer your personal holocom for an update from Lane Vizsla.
Did my best to get this little ECOD cleaned up, but we've still got a long way to go before it's running at full strength. It's going to take a lot of time, and a lot of work. You up for that kind of commitment? You've got a lot to give your attention to, but I promise, if you want it, nothing's ever going to be worth as much as this Basilisk war droid.
It does sound like a lot, but something tells me I'd be a fool to turn it down.
You're no fool. Wouldn't be offering you this if you were. Anyway, it's going to take me a while to get everything online. I need parts, tools, and I'm not ripping them from other Basilisk droids. And I need your help. I'll let you know. Get ready to make something special.
Alright, I'll leave it to you. Get excited, pal. Alright. So, I guess we're gonna meet Sana Ray in Voss. Lane Vizsla in all the commotion. I forgot to say something really important. I was just so excited it didn't even occur to me to say thank you. It might not seem like it, but I promise I was raised with a little bit of manners. So, here goes. Vori, thanks. Hopefully that's a start, but I'm sure it's nowhere near enough gratitude for what you've done. When you showed up and said you were there to help, I never dreamed it would end with this little pack of Basilisk droids following me around. They're still pretty beat up from what Kerr did to them. But fixing my new Burkyas is going well. It's like I was made for this. Oh, and in case you were wondering, the little one we found in Kerr's lab is doing fine. Not ready to take on the galaxy yet, but we'll get there. I'll let you know when something changes. Alright, you do that. Don't celebrate any victories yet, wretch. You think you've achieved something by what you've done, or you've accomplished as a temporary setback in my research. The treasures I found at Runok were valuable, yes, but there are more, so much more, and I know where they are, all of them. Whatever I can't find on my own, well, that's what credits are for. So enjoy the scraps I left you. That is, if you and your pathetic friends can even handle weapons as powerful as the Basilisk. My gut tells me you can't. Alright. I got this. It's too much. You're spamming me, folks. It's too much. I can't go through all this. You guys. You're too much. But I will keep the funny joke. Wanted to let you know that I'm all patched up and back in fighting shape. After I came back empty-handed with no Haringia prisoners and no Basilisk droids, Lane put me on patrol, alone, and not far from camp. I want to be back in the thick of it, but then again maybe I don't. Ever since I made it back to camp, I keep hearing the same joke over and over from everyone. Something about a soldier who goes into battle and almost dies, so he swears he'll never go into battle again, at least not until he's learned how to fight. Funny, right? Had me in stitches. I guess Lane's got the right idea keeping me...
Any suspicious activity must be reported to station security at once.
By myself. Not sure what I'll do if I have to hear that joke one more time. It was a great joke. I loved it. Alright, so let's go. Let's go. Welcome to Vosco. Or Voska. I don't know why I call it Vosco. I just do. Alright, so let's get... Who should we take with us today? Surprisingly, Lana needs a lot of experience. It's only level 9. Alright, let's get Lana out. Get out of here, Beniko. Get out of here, Beniko. I think I had Theron Shan out for about 10 seconds, didn't I? He's gone now. Fitted armor pack. Fitted synagogue aristocrat. What the heck? Why would I want this? What the? Why would I want that? Story arc Voss.
Welcome to the Voss Orbital Docking Station. This facility offers state-of-the-art amenities such as a pressurized interior and radiation shielding. We hope you will enjoy your stay on this station, as access to the planet is strictly prohibited.
No droid tells a Lord of the Sith where to go.
This is an Imperial edict. No one is to go to Voss without permission. The negotiations on Voss are complex, requiring subtlety, and are far too important for just any incoming transmission. My apologies. It seems Darth Seraphim requests the honor of your presence in the Imperial Embassy at Voss Car at your earliest convenience.
Some elaboration is required.
Darth Seraphim only asked that you be invited to the embassy as soon as you arrived. The shuttle is this way. Please don't keep Darth Seraphim waiting. He's terribly important.
And I'm not? Did we kill that guy already? Seraphim, Darth Seraphim. Surely not. Because he wouldn't be there, right? Who is this Darth Seraphim punk who wants my time? I am important man. With important things. It's like a whole bunch of side missions here too. Hang on, so we've not been to Voss? No, we've been here. It was part of our story mission, right? I must have just done the main story parts. Okay, so... which probably makes sense. That's how I was back then. Back in the old days. Now I'm kind of wanting to do everything. Well, all the ones that I see anyway on my map. What's your problem?
You there. Hold a moment. My servant offers only platitudes about our Empire's progress here on Voss. I want the truth of things. Tell me the real state of our efforts here. Do you believe these Voss will submit themselves to us soon?
The Voss will be under our control very soon now.
Then this dithering fool isn't misleading me. Interesting. Perhaps I will commit some of my own forces to our work here after all. But then you may only be saying what I want to hear. Or what someone else wants me to hear. How can I trust anything you say? You could be an agent of one of my rivals, hoping to mislead me to my ruin.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Only a fool toys with death. Leave me, and feel fortunate that I am in no mood to risk the Empire's work by destroying you in the streets of Voss Car.
Oh, tough guy? Oh, you're a tough guy, are ya? Hey? Alright, so that was an easy quest. I like that mission. Hopefully we kill him later.
Copy. Assets approaching. Commencing now. Good day, my lord. It's an honor to speak with you on behalf of Imperial Intelligence. We need you for an important surveillance operation. If successful, we stand to gain a wealth of intelligence on the Republic's war efforts.
Why would you seek me out?
Our records indicate that you are trustworthy and up to the task. We want you to take this audio surveillance device, locate a Republic official named Gur Antok, and engage him in conversation. We have created a cover identity that establishes you as a potential defector to the Republic. A meeting with Antok has already been arranged. The surveillance device will record everything that's said, allowing us to reproduce Antok's non-human vocal patterns and gain access to the Republic's encrypted files.
What's stopping you from handling this?
None of our agents here would be able to sell this particular cover story as well as you can. Good luck. We'll look forward to seeing you again shortly.
Very presumptuous of you to think that I would spend such time waste my time doing such menial tasks. But I'll do it. How many credits? 5? That's enough. Sold! Voss. The Voss are newly discovered humanoid species with a strong affinity for the Force, though they don't recognize it as the Force. Confined to a single city, Voskar, on their homeworld, they possessed a pre-spaceflight level of technology until their recent discovery by the Republic and the Empire. Today they have begun integrating outsider advances into their own culture, but remain isolated and backward compared to the rest of the galaxy. Voss society is difficult for outsiders to comprehend, as they are guided in everything they do by the infallible visions of their Force-using mystics. This unwavering obedience is often misinterpreted as a stoic fatalism or a lack of emotion, but beneath their reserved words and placid exterior, the Voss are a passionate and devoted people. The Voss share their world with the far larger Gormak population, and consider the tribal Gormak to be little more than beasts. While the Voss readily acknowledge the threat the Gormak represent to their society and constantly war against them, there is never any consideration given to wiping them out entirely, as mystic lore clearly states that the last Gormak must never die.
These charges are grave. I'm bringing the proof with me to Voss, emissary. When you see it, the three will banish the Empire from the planet.
I'm afraid Jedi Master Keln is mistaken, Emissary Samaro. No such evidence can possibly exist. I am confident that the three will find that an alliance with the Empire can only benefit your people.
I await this evidence.
Insufferable idiot. Ah, you've arrived. It's about time. No doubt you've heard some of that.
Things aren't going smoothly for the Empire here.
Voss must be brought into the Empire. Their obstinance was a problem before the Jedi began meddling. We sense a great power here, strong in the dark side. These people have powers of prophecy we have never seen before. The Empire must have this world and its secrets, and we know from experience that it cannot be taken by force.
So what exactly do you want me to do?
Any evidence of misconduct must be erased before this Jedi arrives. Quietly. A syndicate was hired to steal supplies from the city of Voskar. We then generously offered aid to the people in need. But the syndicate was made up of Hauk, brutish idiots who turned from saboteurs into raiders.
I'll make them disappear for you, my lord.
Excellent. I knew you would not disappoint me. The syndicate's lair is in a cave system. Silence these Hauk. Report to General Roche in Fort Codentha afterward.
Fort Codentha. No. Just wondering, have I met him before? I feel like I've met so many Darths and Lords, I don't know one from the other. But it's not that guy, that's who I was thinking of. Is the father of Tenebrae? Okay. Well, that wouldn't work, would it?
Best prices this side of the galaxy. You check.
You check.
Appreciate your business.
Alright, so let's go... Let's go see Sana Ray, because she's just around the corner. And do that thing for that agent as well while we're at it. Speak with Gear and talk.
Are you Ger Antok?
Kai grizo is retno parnai. Padra vimos brandimus prostis cad adveredag. Small sio popudus mana ira padare mana nan kali.
I'm just doing this to get paid.
Gratai aptikte, irprit vertini savasia sa vebe kaigis. Akrodo normales, smogas total gisbavo apiatai.
I couldn't care less what you think.
Akrodo normales, smogas total gisbavo apiatai. Holo gijoja bavana bagristai apkaltinta serapole. Era bagalinas viltias ki asima.
Yeah, just give me the cash, I don't care. Come on, dude. Imperial Intelligence wishes you to speak with a Republic official, Gur Antok, and pretend to be a potential defector. You have been given a surveillance device that will record Gur Antok's alien speech patterns, allowing the Empire to gain access to encrypted Republic files. Having conversed with Antok, you should return to Agent Fan. Alright, I actually think maybe, you know, the price is right. You know, the Emperor here of the Alliance will join you.
You're here. Sonore hoped you would come quickly.
Where is Sonore? She had something important to discuss.
I am here. And I do. I have been waiting to show you this. When we first uncovered the existence of Darth Null, I could not imagine that tracing the origins of one of her relics would lead here. The strange ruins Arkan found on the planet in wild space. They were resistant to his presence for a reason.
But together we found something.
What you are about to see. Darth Null possessed a talent that was unique among her kind. Through the Force, she could connect her mind to another's. Darth Null could speak to someone's most hidden desires. Reach depths of their thoughts they could not reach themselves. Over great distances, she could mentally bond with anyone who could feel the Force. In those who did not recognize their own abilities, she awakened that realization.
Sharing this knowledge was unacceptable to those around Darth Null. She was ostracized, friendless.
Darth Null took those who would follow her to an empty world in wild space, where they could do as they pleased, without judgment. Null taught her disciples how to forge mental bonds as she did. They called out to others and invited them to their sanctuary.
But Darth Null was careless. She made contact with someone she shouldn't have. The Sith Emperor, as he was then. He took advantage of her mistake. He ruthlessly pursued her.
Before the Emperor could reach her followers, Null locked many of their secrets away in the ruins Arkan found. Null and the others fought back against their captors, but their fate was sealed. The Emperor dominated the minds of her disciples, bent them to his will, enslaved them. After that day, Null's followers became servants of the Emperor, and she became Darth Null.
If the Emperor made her Darth Null after she was captured, who was she before?
She was no one. At least, not after she was expelled from the Jedi Order.
You're telling me that Darth Null, the woman that Malgus blindly reveres, she was a Jedi?
For a time. The account of Darth Null's removal from the Jedi is told from her own perspective. We do not know much about what transpired before that, other than what she was called, Master Renaya.
We've been chasing a Sith inventor, but she had a whole other life before that. What if that's where we find the way to stop Malgus's plans?
Then we will find it. Malgus could not keep this knowledge from you. We can find other secrets.
All that you found about Darth Null. Why did I have to come to Voss to hear it?
After I heeded the Three's request to return to Voss, I heard whisperings. Rumors of a vision that caused great concern among the mystics. The three forbade them to speak about what was seen. A revelation centered on Darth Malgus.
Why won't the three let anyone know what's in this vision? It could be something that affects them.
Just as they refused to explain the contents of the vision, they refused to give a reason. It is their right. The three know well the value you would place on hearing the details of this vision. But they would never share them with an outsider, even one of your status, unless you gave them a reason to.
Malgus's plans could mean the end of the galaxy as we know it. What more of a reason do they need?
Perhaps they think there is nothing in this vision that would help you. However, you have the opportunity to convince them otherwise. Despite our best efforts, some of our most sacred temples have yet to be rebuilt in the years since Valen's assault. The Shrine of Contemplation is too deep within Gormak lands. The work is slow, even with aid from the few Gormak who have chosen to continue their alliance with the Voss. The three are overseeing progress at the Shrine of Contemplation now. If you were to approach them and offer your assistance, perhaps you will change their minds about the vision. You have a reputation of persistence and tenacity. They will not turn you away so easily.
What should I do if I want to make a memorable impression?
Be conscious of the struggles of Voss. Be considerate of our views. Little else is needed.
I'd like to speak with you for a moment, before you depart.
Here are the coordinates for the Shrine of Contemplation. I will send a message ahead to the commandos there to expect your arrival.
Argon? What do you want, pal?
You wanted to speak to me about something?
All this talk of visions, it reminded me. Something strange happened while I was away. As I searched Darth Maul's ruins, every step I took felt so familiar. Like I had been there before.
Darth Maul was captured from that place by the Emperor. Did your father, when he was Valkorian, did he ever return there?
If he had, he would have never allowed me to accompany him. Something I'm grateful for now. It was confusing, distressingly so. I was so certain I had stood on the surface of that empty world, even though I could not remember when or why. I spoke with Sonoray about this sense of familiarity. It didn't take long before she understood what I was feeling. I was there, in those ruins, once before, during the ritual in the Shrine of Healing.
How is that possible?
I am unsure. This realization awakened other memories of what I saw while the Voss healed me. I believed they were dreams at the time, but Sonoray believes otherwise. She says they were visions.
What else did you see?
In truth, it is all still a blur. It was as if I lived decades in the span of hours. I saw centuries worth of horrors committed by my father. I felt the rage and the cruelty born of my desperation to please him. The suffering and the devastation I caused, it was all made plain to me. When I learned what my father had done in Darth Maul's ruins, old fears resurfaced. I was afraid I saw those ruins because I was doomed to follow in his footsteps. But there were visions of hope as well, of serving a greater purpose. I saw the work I could do, how I could dedicate myself to atonement. Like helping you stop Darth Malgus. Reliving that vision. It reminded me that I have far to go before I can be forgiven for all that I inflicted upon others. If that is even possible. But I am moving in the right direction.
I don't know if you can absolve yourself of all that you did. There will always be reminders of the pain.
I know. I will never expect forgiveness, or even acceptance from anyone I have hurt, but I will cherish any that is offered. I don't think I could have ever seen things in this light without your help. There will never be enough I can do to thank you.
What was with that smile? That smirk. Alright. So that's done. Let's go back. Over here, because everything's there. Yeah, Sarah and Darth Sarah. I feel like we've killed this guy. Which makes this a little bit weird, doesn't it? I just can't quite remember when it happened. Put his head on a spike somewhere, probably.
I have the recording for you, Agent.
Excellent. Our technicians will begin processing the recording immediately. This intelligence could turn the tide of battles across the galaxy. We greatly appreciate your assistance in acquiring it.
That wasn't as bad as I expected.
I'm glad the task met with your satisfaction. If you'll excuse me, I have a great deal to do now. Thank you again for your participation.
Alright. Done. Done it for the credos. Travel to Interpreter's retreat and meet with Shrine Restoration leaders. Did you get your vehicle out of my way? Hang on a second, we're not going there. What? Oh, or are we? Maybe we are. So that's the planet one. Keeping up appearances over here. So why is it showing up as here? Hang on, let me read this. Well, Sunray was investigating. Oh, unless it's one of those things where it's on Voss, but it's like somewhere else. Interpreter's retreat. There it is. So if I click on that,